In today's video, we go back up to Teamsport Nottingham to try out their brand new fleet of electric karts. If you didn't already know, Teamsport Nottingham about 8 months ago changed their karts from petrol to electric. But the problem with that is that they use an older fleet of karts with the Gen 1 electric karts. There was no boost button, and with them being old karts, they were already worn and tired. But now they've got a brand new factory fresh fleet of karts, the Gen 2s with boost button. So me, Hannah, Dom and Kevin all went up to a members race to the GP1 event to try out the new karts. I've never done a GP1 event before, so let's see what it's like. Are the new karts going to be any good? And we're actually going to be trying Speed 4, so we're going to be giving that a go as well. So yeah, let's get into the video and let's see what these new karts are all about. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video where today you're joining us back at Teamsport Nottingham, this time for a more special occasion. So a couple of months ago, if you remember, they changed from petrol karts to electric karts, and obviously we visited there for when they first went to electric. But the problem with that though, when they changed it, they went from an old fleet of karts. So I believe the fleet of karts from Watford, and they were the first gen electric karts, so no boost button. Yeah, pretty slow from what most of the members were saying, that they were still pretty like spaced out time wise, basically like the petrol karts. However, a couple of days ago they've actually received a brand new fleet of karts, the exact same gen as Warrington, and I really like the Warrington karts a lot more compared to the karts that they used here before, the old fleet. So yeah, so now they've finally got a boost button. Hopefully the karts are a lot more similar, and this is the first members event that they're going to be using them with. So today, me, Hannah, Dom and Kevin I believe as well, has all turned up to come to the members race for a GP1 event to give them a go. So it's the first time I'm doing a GP1 event as well, so I believe it's practice qualifying, F1 style qualifying, whatever that means, and 2 20-minute races. So it should make for some good racing, hopefully make some good content as well. But yeah, let's get into practice, let's get into the karts and let's see what they're like. Oh, that's a good shirt, where'd you get it from?
From the RB Racing Instagram page, DM to buy one.
See you on.
Oh,
there's one here. There's one here. There you go, ram it in. Can't be the first time, surely. That's it. No lube. That's what we like to see.
Oh, so you got the cam box in as well?
Yeah, I'm going to do a live review from inside the car. This ain't working.
Okay.
I'm going to do it when we're racing. So like I just said, I've got the cam box on for this event, and I'm going to try and do a live review inside the car as I'm driving it. Right, so here we go then, out for practice. I'm going to do the review now on practice. And the big thing is, you'll probably notice down there, we are on Speed 4. So we're doing the live review on Speed 4. It's the first time I've tried Speed 4. Like I say, it's not the first time I've used this car, but it's the first time I've used Speed 4. So it's going to be interesting. Put the seat a bit more back. But yeah, let's see how these feel compared to the old ones. They definitely feel a lot torquey, especially coming up here. Jesus, that is quick. And obviously, like I say, I can only compare this to the old karts on Speed 3, not Speed 4. Someone's crashed, broken, not sure what's happening here. And something's happening. But like I say, these are factory fresh karts. We've got factory fresh tyres, which might not be very grippy, but we'll find out. Like I say, the battery's all fresh, everything's fresh, and I think there's only been the day before on the public session where they've been used. So they've not had much time to be bashed around in the public, so it's going to be lovely to try them out when we finally get to green. I'm trying to slow down a bit as well, so we've got a bit of a space. 10-minute practice, 20 minutes of yellows. Here we go, finally into green then, for the first time. They feel grippy, to be fair, they feel grippy. They feel a lot quicker as well. Even here they feel grippy as well. But usually you lose grip there. Brakes are nice and sharp as you expect. Coming up the ramp then, feels absolutely fantastic. Oh, what a rate. Almost deaf. But yeah, they feel great. You still sort of need that throttle control to go around the corners as we're following this car number 1 ahead. I know I've got a guy behind as well, but I'm not sure where he is at the minute. Even right here, look how grippy it is. That was flat. I'm sure that's never usually flat. But yeah, having to get used to all the lines again. So like I say, we've only done it twice on the old fleet. I'll say never done it on speed 4 either, only on speed 3. But these do feel as quicker as Warringtons do. Obviously with Warrington you've got the biggest straight, so you take advantage of all the speed. As number 1 goes a little bit wide there, could possibly get on the inside. Have a look, but not quite get it. Not quite far enough. Don't think he sees me behind quite yet. So he gets out of shape there. Have to back out. Go down the inside, get it done. Beautiful move. As we've got Dom ahead then, let's see if we can catch up. Guess it's just learning as well where to input the throttle. It's just a whole new learning curve, especially for Dom as well by the looks of it. So I'm catching up ever so slightly. Dom goes wide again to really catch up, then he's really trying to learn the track. Even catching up to Hannah, look at that. Well, Hannah was quick around here before on the old fleet. Unless she's stuck behind that guy, which I'm guessing she is. There's a lot more confidence in the car though. I've got no one behind for now, which is nice to see. But we are catching up to everyone ahead. Starting to learn the lines now then. But yeah, first impressions of this car, I'm a fan. I don't think I've said it before, but I do like electric karting indoors. I think it suits it perfectly. Just the instant torque and the speed, just a different category, you know. It's just a different category compared to the petrol. But yeah, I'll leave the live review here. Let's get to a few more clips if we can catch up to these two ahead. If they're starting to get away a bit more now that they're running the track. And yeah, I'll see you all in qualifying. And literally a lap later, the checkered flag came out for practice then. And surprisingly, I actually got 5th position. I was quite surprised by that. Definitely boosted my confidence coming into qualifying. And while talking about qualifying, let's get to that.
Teach me more, master. Teach me more.
So here we go then, out for qualifying, a 15-minute session, which is based on a 3-stage knockout. So after 5 minutes, the bottom 5 karters get eliminated. After the next 5 minutes, again, so on and so forth. So the final 6 remain to determine the pole position for the final 5 minutes. Now, not a lot happens really, it's basically the same as practice. Unfortunately, during the session, my GoPro decided it didn't want to be a GoPro anymore. So on a third of lap here, as we're coming through to the final corner, coming down the start finish straight, the GoPro decides it just wants to start corrupting. So yeah, so the results are here. I do come in 9th position, which I'm kind of disappointed with. As like I say, getting 5th in practice, I was expecting a good result here, but unfortunately I didn't. Let's get to race 1 and let's see how it goes. Here we go then, race start. Starting 9th for this one, qualified 9th. Can't actually see the grid. Quickest of the heavyweights by the looks of it. So I'll take that.
Going for first, says John Clellan.
Here we go. And the lights go green for the first time of the evening then. Try and get that boost button on to try and get as much momentum as I can off the line. look for the inside then on Kart 11, but unfortunately I do get pushed from behind, which just sends this car a little bit sideways. So I do leave the gap open on the left hand side coming into this first hairpin, as I don't really want to take the position like that. And he does find his way back past, so unfortunately he couldn't take advantage of that one. But as we come to this back corner then for the first time of this race, he is going to leave the gap open on the right hand side, but unfortunately just where the track is designed, I can't take the advantage on the outside. He does leave the door open then on the last corner, but he does shut it very last minute, which unfortunately blocks me going anywhere, which allows Kevin to go around the outside of the corner. And Kevin also finds his way past Kart 11 around the first 2 sets of corners on lap 2. So now I need to try and find my way past Kart 11 as soon as I can. But as Kart 11 tries to make his way back past Kevin, he does leave the gap open for me to get past. So we're now back into 9th position past Kart 11. But we've also got Kevin in front of us, our teammate, and of course arch rival in the heavyweight league. But I do give him a little tap coming into the last corner, and down the main straight, we're just going to have ourselves a little bit of a conversation, as you can in these electric karts. But as I try and get around the outside, Kart 11 then tries to claim his place back, but I don't allow that to happen at all. And I try to tell Kevin to get a move on as the first yellow flag comes out for the evening. So if we skip forward then onto lap 7, we're still right behind Kevin. We know we've got more pace in him, as he's going to leave the door open on the right hand side then, but unfortunately I just can't quite take advantage of that one. And we notice here I'm pressing the boost button quite a lot as Kevin's car really boosts away, but we're told in the briefing that the boost button doesn't work at all. But I didn't realise that this green light just here right in front of the steering wheel is actually the indicator to say that the boost is working. So you'll see in this race I'm pressing the boost button quite a lot just to try and get it to work. So we skip forward to lap 10 and lap 11 now. Once again we're still right behind Kevin, but we've also caught up to this train of karts ahead. As they come through to the first hairpin, they're going to brake a lot earlier than Kevin expects, which means he's going to bump into Reese, and I take full advantage of that, and I get the overtake on Kevin done. So that's us up now into 8th position, and now the aim is to try and keep behind this train, because we know there's some very fast drivers in this train. As you can see here, I'm trying to press the boost button once again, but because the light isn't on, the boost isn't going to activate. But I know I've got Kevin behind as well, so I need to keep him behind. Coming into lap 12, there's going to be some attacks happening then at front, as a car has broken down on the right hand side. That does allow us up into 7th position as we come over the ramp. We're still right behind Reese, which is, say, great pace, because we know Reese is a quick driver, as the red flag comes out, and it was for that car that had broken down.
Mine's got a seatbelt buckle here.
I could be even more safe. Seriously?
I'm not joking.
Seriously?
I'm not joking.
They just have the full experience.
And after being a bit too excited about a seatbelt buckle being inside a cart, we are being told to move forwards, as the cart that had broken down is being allowed back into position. So unfortunately that does mean we are now back into 8th position. Of course it's still a position up from the starting position, but I say you would like to take advantage of these things. Come lap 17, we are still behind Reese, which once said we know he's a quick driver, so being behind Reese after these few laps shows we have got some decent-ish pace. Unfortunately then I hit the inside of the track, and as we come into lap 18, I'm going to go very wide, coming into these first 2 sets of corners. So unfortunately Reese has now created that gap after a couple of mistakes on my part. We'll skip forward to lap 20, we are on a yellow flag, and like I say, Reese has now created that gap. We've got a kart then that has been into the barrier on the last corner, but that's not full position. But if we wait around a little bit until the green flags come back on, which the green flags are now on, we come through to the first hairpin. You'll notice then Jamie on the left hand side has gone into a wall, and that is for position. So we're now up into 7th position as the yellow flags once again come back out. And lucky for us, Jamie doesn't get allowed to be put back in position, so we are going to be sticking in 7th position as the green flags come back on. And on lap 25 then, coming around the last corner, the checkered flag has been waved, and we do finish in 7th position. So 2 positions up from the starting position, which is what we like to see. As Hannah gets an impressive 3rd position, Kevin in 10th, and Dom unfortunately coming last after an unfortunate accident in the first half of the race. So race 2 is going to be a reverse grid of them results. So let's get to race 2.
Did you have a seatbelt?
Yeah, we got seatbelt buckle.
Oh, I didn't have. We have seatbelts. Did you put them on?
No, we had the buckle.
Strap in. This is some serious shit.
So here we go then. Pretty sure I'm starting 9th. It's going to be interesting. I'll try and narrate over this one. I don't know how well it's going to go though. Here we go. Press that boost, try and get a good start. It's going to be very argy coming in. I've already lost positions. I've already lost positions to cut Reese. So after a lot of barging on that first lap, unfortunately we do lose a few positions, so we are down into 12th. But coming down the ramp for the first time, we are going to notice the gap on the inside right there to claim back 11th position, but we do need to make a few more positions up. Hopefully Reese can capitalise here that Kart goes on the inside, keep this defensive, getting hit from behind. Hopefully no one's going to come inside, don't think they are. So yeah, the Kart ahead of Reese, unfortunately isn't as quick in the corners as I'm about to say. It's this guy ahead who's not very quick around the corners. So the plan here is to try and keep behind Reese, and hopefully when he makes a move I can also follow through it as well to try and get past him as quick as I can. So Reese goes for the move then down this bottom corner, but unfortunately I'm just not quite behind him enough and I don't manage to be able to capitalise on that one. Coming through to the last corner, he's going to get very sideways then, which unfortunately is going to block my momentum coming into lap 3, and Reese has now created a massive gap. So now my aim is to try and get past 6 as soon as I can. Can't seem to get through, there's a big train ahead. I really want to be behind. I need to get past this guy, he's 6. I've got quick people behind me as well. Dive down again the side, maybe get nearly half done. Get the move done, beautiful, job done. The problem is right now Reese is going to start making moves that I want to be a part of. Whoa, that was a big murder. Whoa! Unfortunately the cam box didn't pick that accident up as well as I wanted it to, but luckily we have got Kevin's point of view. So coming into lap 4, Kevin's going to go down the inside down Kart 22, a little bit pushy, but he's going to be side by side, come up to the first hairpin, and Kart 22 just decides he's going to run himself into the wall. There was nothing Kevin could have done about that at all, and we're actually going to have a look at Hannah's point of view as well from behind. And if you look at this Kart right behind me just here, pay attention to that Kart. But he is going to get himself involved in the accident, so he himself is going to lose a few positions on that, and the yellow and red flags to come up. So if we skip back to me then, up on top of the bridge, the marshal here is telling Kevin he's not going to get a time penalty, but he does need to give the position back. Obviously that Kart there, shouting he doesn't deserve it because, Kart 22 ran himself into the wall. There's nothing Kevin could have done. And that Kart here that's about to find his way through, the marshals are obviously letting him through. He was the one who was behind me before the accident, and now not only is he going to be ahead of me, he's going to be ahead of 4 other Karts. So he's made up 6 positions when he was behind me just because he was involved in that accident. So a bit of weird decision making here from the marshals, but not only am I going to lose that position that I gained, I'm also going to lose another position for doing absolutely nothing. Which, yeah, it's very frustrating. It's a very, very weird decision there by Teamsport Nottingham. But it is what it is. Nice dive down the inside, almost lost the Kart. The try and move then on Kart 24, which unfortunately doesn't quite pay off. We are going to skip another lap then into lap 6, come up to the first hairpin, and I'm going to get a bit of a dive bomb from behind. So unfortunately I'm under risk then of losing 11th position. Do lose it momentarily, but luckily he manages to leave the room on the right hand side, which is also going to leave on the right hand side coming to the back hairpin. Fortunately a cam box does do a cam box moment, it skips a little bit of that there. But I do manage to defend 11th position for now, and obviously that's created a gap then back to Kart 24. We're going to skip down to lap 8, and I'm going very defensive coming into the first hairpin, which means I'll go very, very wide coming out of turn 2, coming up to the first hairpin, and I'm also going to go very defensive. And luckily the switchback doesn't happen, so I do manage to stay in the 11th position for now. We are going to skip to lap 13 now. We've caught right back up to Kart 24 ahead, who is going to leave a gap then on the inside, which we are going to see, and we are going to try and take the opportunity to get past. Fortunately, we don't manage to get past at this time, but he's going to go very defensive then coming into the final lap, which is going to stop any attack from me or anyone behind to get past him coming into lap 14. As the yellow flags come out to stop play momentarily, we are going to skip then to lap 17. We're still right behind Kart 24, and we are going to look on the inside coming onto the first hairpin. We're not quite close enough, but we are going to let him know that we are there, which was sort of the idea of that move, just to hopefully, you know, scare him out of the way to give us the position. But fortunately, by doing that, he knows now that, you know, we are all behind, ready to attack, and he's going to go very defensive, like he does coming into that back hairpin. Coming into lap 19, and once again, he is going to leave the door open, which I'm going to go and try and attack, and I almost spin myself out on that one. And like I say, he's going to know once again that we are poisoned for an attack. So coming into lap 22 now, he's going very defensive. Obviously not giving me any room. And the guys behind, you know, give me a big tap. Bit of a loading into the final corner, which I wasn't really too happy about. As throughout the race, it has been happening a lot. I have been getting shunted in the back a lot. It's not just taps, you know, it's been loading into the corners. Coming to lap 24 then, once again, we're just going to get shoved out of the way, which does allow the car behind to get through. So that is us now down into 12th position as we're coming into the final lap, and we are going to skip ahead just momentarily. Coming into the final corner, we've got Hannah behind us. As we go and turn in, we just get hit from behind, and out of frustration I spin myself out. I wasn't really expecting it, but to give Hannah the benefit of the doubt, we are going to look back at her footage. So here we go then, the last lap, she doesn't quite get past me here, and she's going to use the boost button then, which I don't, and I'm just going to turn in a lot earlier than expected, which puts her into the wall. And yeah, just out of frustration, I also spin out. And because I've been a massive crybaby over it, unfortunately I do lose 12th position because of it. So that's me, and there's a checkered flag. That's me down into 13th. Hannah does lose 2 positions because of it. So I should have just carried on and finished in 12th position. Even though you could have argued I should have finished in 11th. However, there is the classification. So Dom finishing in 7th. Kevin finishing in 9th, I finished in 13th, and Hannah finishes in 15th. Overall, good night. That was the Gen 2 Karts done and dusted. So let's get to the outro and let's debrief the night.
I see you and Robbie turned around at the end.
There we go, guys. There's brand new electric karts at Teamsport Nottingham. Definitely a lot better than the old fleet. Yeah, had a lot of fun, and this members night and the GP1 event. So I've never done it before, and say it was a good event, so definitely enjoyed it, definitely like to do it again at some point. And yeah, what else is there to say? It's pretty much the same Nottingham, it's just brand new cards, which is good to see. Obviously until the public properly get a hold of them and they're all bashed in, and obviously at the minute they're pretty good. So yeah, so I'm not sure where we'll be visiting next, but you know, let me know if you want me to visit another Teamsport track at some point. I've got a few more videos to edit, and I've got a lot more of the car stuff coming up as well. Yeah, thank you very much for watching YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.